We need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps with Boxing Social in partnership with freebets.com, Forged Irish Stout, Empire Fight Store, and Ready to Fight. And I'm joined now with the one and only Teofimo Lopez. Teo, it's good to see you here in Las Vegas. Just saw you training. That must have, how long? About 4 hours?
Yeah, we had some good time. Yeah, playing some music. I didn't even think I've trained that long.
It's about 4. I want to say it was. Well, I was here about 3 hours. Okay. So you were training for how much?
Yeah, before you came through, probably like 40 minutes prior. So yeah, about almost 4 hours. Yeah, yeah.
Well, you got a big fight coming up. Super Bowl week. That's fun.
Yes, it is.
First time in. Has it been? Is that the first time that the Super Bowl is hosting in Vegas?
Absolutely, absolutely, and just like it is, Number one, Kingpin at 140, and what better way to actually host it and give the fans what they want to see on Super Bowl week. I mean, this is great, and I'm very honored. I want to thank Top Rank. I want to thank ESPN, and to my promotional team, Takeover Promotions.
So before your fight was announced, I think the word on the street was that it could potentially have been Ryan Garcia. Now, I briefly touched on this with you yesterday, or was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? And I asked you about that because I interviewed Oscar De La Hoya, and I was like, hey, look, what happened with the low ball offer? And he's like, I never lowballed him. You saw the video.
Yes, I did.
So he obviously said something different than what you were saying, so it's a little confusing as to what happens there. But do you want to respond to what he said?
Well, I know that Oscar De La Hoya knows I'm his champion in the Ring magazine. Oscar De La Hoya is the founder of the Ring magazine now. So he knows that I am number one, and he's saying that he doesn't want to disrespect me, and that was not an offer that was on there. My manager told me that there was an offer. So either my manager, David McWhorter, is lying to me, and somebody behind the wheel is trying to make money off of me, or somebody in the GoldenBoy production team is lying. And so whatever the case would be, I didn't go for it no matter what, because I know that the magnitude of that type of fight is bigger than the Tank Davis fight. Yep.
Do you ever see yourself clashing with Ryan Garcia? Because I know that you mentioned that you don't really have him on your radar at this point.
I don't have any of those guys in my radar, to be honest, right now, because we try to make those fights happen. I retired for 6 months, and while I was retiring, Top Rank and split team management was trying to make something happen for me, trying to make these fights happen, and somebody always has something to say, some kind of excuse, or trying to lowball, right? So I just got tired of it. I'm like, enough with these games. A lot of these fighters say that they're fighters, but they don't want to fight the best. Teofimo always wants to fight the best. We had Subriel Matias calling me out, and then we sent him a contract. Next thing you know, we hear back from his management team that, he has a hand that's injured. So it's like, don't call me out for clout. This is the thing. Everyone's doing it because Teofimo is back as the king. The king stays king, and that's what it is. And I'm tired of these guys just using my name. If you're going to use my name for your own promoting and for your own promotion to climb up the ranks, you got to earn it. You have to. Even for myself, I had to fight the world champion Richard Comey in order to get a fight with Lomachenko. These guys think that they could just come to us and they think that we're going to give them the opportunity. Absolutely not. The only reason why we got Jamaine Ortiz in this fight is because Top Rank doesn't have nobody else for me. We offered a fight for Jose Ramirez. He said he wasn't ready in time. So what do you guys want us to do? You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to fight. We called out Crawford. He's busy and tied up with Errol Spence. Okay, what's next? It's like, enough is enough. So right now,
you called out Crawford?
I did call out Crawford. I said, if it comes and it presents itself, then we'll fight.
At 147?
At 147. It has to be at 147. I know that they're talking about maybe him and Spence as a rematch clause for 154. So whatever that case may be. When I beat Lomachenko, Crawford didn't have no problem saying that he'll come down and fight me. So what's up? You know, I'm not here to play games. I want to fight the best because that is what it's all about. I need to test myself and challenge myself. And people are going to be like, ooh, that's a challenge. Motherfuckers, the only challenge that I have in front of me is myself. You know what I'm saying? The fighters that Crawford fought were handicapped. You know what I'm saying? Look, Errol Spence just announced about his cardiac, his eye and stuff. Jose Benavidez, when he fought him, he had a shot leg. When he and then who's the other fighter that he faced that they tried to make it a big thing and he was injured too? Kell Brook with his eye. So every fighter that Crawford has faced throughout the 147 division, whether it looks good on paper, they've been injured. I'm healthy. Fight the best fighter at a healthier weight. Let's do it. And it's like enough is enough. I'm tired of these guys. If you're going to look at me a certain way, I'm going to step. Because my father told me, we ain't pussy. We ain't pussy. Fuck that. I'm sorry. Fuck that. This is the fight game, and I'm going to come at everybody. And I don't care what kind of, I don't care who they rep, because at the end of the day, I represent something much bigger than that, and that's the Almighty Father. That's God.
You definitely have a target on your back. It seems like no matter where you go, there seems to be fighters wanting to step to you, wanting to confront you.
Yeah.
We just saw Barboza the other night do that. He actually said in his post-fight press conference that he felt like you were like avoiding him throughout the night.
My dude, you got to earn it. You have to earn it. This is not something I give to anybody. It took me blood, sweat, and tears to get to this point. It took me to get the Sugar Ray Robinson Award in 2020, Fighter of the Year, to get to that point. It's like these guys just want to be famous. They don't want to fight. They just want to get a money check, and that's it. They don't care. They know they're going to lose with Teofimo. Shit, I even know you're going to lose with Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not here for this. Everybody want to be famous. Everybody got a chain. Everybody got $200,000 chains on. Bro, I've made $10 million in my whole career of fighting. You don't see that. I got my son's name on here. A nice pendant that's probably like $150. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy how my boxing world is changing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to go to Saudi Arabia. To all the Muslims out there, assalamu alaikum, you know what I mean? I'm going to represent all the cultures out there and not even press nobody. I'm here to change the game and be respectful. I'm here to respect everybody. This is a new image. I'm 26. It's a new chapter in my life. I don't want to have no wars with any of the promoters out there. I just want to be part of the team and have my hand in that pot and help boxing, help the new generation and give those young kids inspiration to know that they could do it too, just like Teofimo.
It's definitely important to remain active. You're kicking off the first start of the year. How many more times do you anticipate wanting to fight in 2024? Because obviously we haven't seen you in the ring in how long has it been? 6, 7 months?
Yeah, 6, 7 months. But check this out. See, people lie. We fought 3 times in a matter of 10 months. Okay? They're going off of just a year by year. But people are not going off of check the dates. That's how I know people are not a fan of Teofimo, actually. You guys are not boxing fans. You're not really backing me up. Like, come on now. You guys got to back me up. If you're rocking Teofimo and you're rocking the TakeOver brand, back me up, because all these other guys are getting paid to lie to you all. Just like Cat Williams said, the losers don't have the call shots to rewrite history by the winners. I'm a 2-time undisputed world champion, first male. And what do? Hide it under the books. Why? I don't know. That's politics for you guys.
Before we get on to, obviously, a lot of the other names that circulate around your name.
You know what it is? Teofimo is the underground and underdog and underground king. I am. I'm the underground king, you know, and that's where it stands. I give anybody my hand, they definitely going to shake it. You know why? Because it's been earned, not given. You know, Devin Haney's just writing off my coattails, copy and paste. The only difference is our skin complexion, and that's what stays with the race. But that's the thing. This is not a race, and this is not a marathon in that end. What it is really is this. The only race I believe in is what Rosa Parks said, which is their grandmother, their great-great-great-grandmother. And she said it best. She said, the only race I believe in is the human race, and that's where we're at. You know, there's no dividends. There's no black or white. There's none of that. You know, people want to call me racist for what? What have I said racist about? Black fighters? Black fighters, listen, I'm a black fighter, for crying out. I fight like a black fighter, and I'm Spanish. So, shoot, I'm black from the waist down. You feel me? So it's like, I don't care what they say. It's just that people get upset. Yo, I'm sorry, I'm dope. What do you want me to say? You guys can't fight like that. You guys just don't know how to entertain the way Teofimo does. Crawford knows how to fight, and I love that. You know what I'm saying? Tank knows how to fight, and I love that. So why can't we make these fights happen? Mm-hmm. You know why? Because it's too much of a risk facing Teofimo. You just don't know what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? You might get the George Foreman. Who knows? You might get Willie Pep. I've been studying Willie Pep this fight. You know what I mean? And I'm changing my whole dimension. You know, I'm changing my whole graph on my skills. Because as a student of the game of boxing, you always elevate. And that's how you become a master of this. Mm-hmm. You have to elevate. You have to study from back then. That's why they say go back to the future.
Let's talk. You and I haven't spoken since Josh Taylor's the win against Josh Taylor, and you retired, and a lot going on there. You know that you coming back now.
Oh, it's because I had to milk the game. I had to milk everybody. I wasn't gonna retire. It was a publicity stunt. You got to know how to work the media, too. I'm at that point now where I had to learn how to work the media. The same way I said, do I still got it? And then I used it to my benefit after beating the heck out of Josh Taylor. I said to everyone out there, I only got one thing to say. Do I still got it? Everybody screamed. And I know not only did ESPN hear that, but the president of ESPN, the CEO, heard that, too. Mm-hmm. And this is why we're here now. It's February 8th, Thursday, because boxing is thirsty for the takeover, and we're here to just cooperate. To Bob Arum, I really thank you. You know, me and him sat down and we really talked about it, and I dished it out and I told him exactly the truth, and because of that, we're here now.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear that. Jamaine Ortiz, you guys have a bit of history there. You said you fought in 2015?
We fought in the finals, in the finale of the National Golden Gloves, which I'll be honest, I fought the Olympic Games. That is the toughest tournament to win. I kid you not. That's why a lot of managers and promoters, they all go and watch the National Golden Gloves for a reason. Because it is the best of each state fighting each other. And me and Jamaine fought. I'm not going to let you guys know who won because, you know, we got to keep the odds almost even. You know, I got to make a lot of money for a lot of people, even for myself. You know, and I think Vegas knows that.
Okay. Well, let's talk a bit about the others in the division. I asked Rolly Romero ringside about your fight, and his response was quite interesting. He was like, I don't know who those people are. Obviously, there's been some words between you guys over the years. You guys, I mean, I like to think that you guys were or are friends.
There's no friends in boxing. You got to think about it. Eventually, we're going to face each other. You going for a world title, I'm going for a world title. And, you know, we understand that at the end of the day, it's just business. You know, you take it personal, that's fine. Go ahead, take it personal. I'm not. You know, Rolly, I wish him nothing but the best. His life is going to change right now with Ryan Garcia, and I think it's good for him. He might even retire after that. That's why he's not mentioning nobody else. He's just focused on Ryan Garcia. Makes probably $10-15 million, and that'll be more than enough for that kid.
But do you think that he vacates? Because, you know, obviously with O'Hara Davies losing to Barboza becomes a mandatory again. And
Money
do you think? Yeah.
Money talks, bullshit walks. That's part of boxing. You know,
right. Well,
if it makes sense, it makes money, it makes sense. And I think it makes sense. You got two guys, two Latinos, two fighters going at it. They sparred each other. They had beef coming up on the horizon. And now you got Ryan Garcia just had a win. Rolly had a win that, you know, not many people thought was a win. And now you just got to back your end now. It's all entertainment. I think 2024 we're going to see something different, you know, in the boxing world.
I know that you had already kind of touched on this a bit, but I'm going to ask you it again about Ryan Garcia sort of changing his tune and wanting Raleigh as opposed to Devin Haney. Oscar De La Hoya said just the other night he was a bit confused by that. He said he hadn't heard from Ryan. He just read about it on Twitter, and he was supposed to start negotiations this week with Team Haney. Just what are your thoughts?
My thoughts on this with Haney and Garcia, pride. A lot of it's always pride. We feel like we've earned this and that, and that's true and to an extent. But the bigger star really is Ryan Garcia, not Haney. I mean, a lot of Haney's fans are cheap. Like we.
So you agree with Ryan by saying that it should have been, because he did a tweet and he said it should have been Garcia Haney, not Haney Garcia.
Yeah, but the thing is the belts do matter at the same time.
Yeah.
It's people. You know, it's funny because Ryan Garcia once said the belts don't matter, but now that the belts do matter, it turned around and now he's going for a belt. But that's with Romero, you know, and for him, he feels like maybe that's the easiest route in order to conduct a bigger mega fight down the line for Haney. It's a business move, but that's the sad part because we don't get to see just everybody fighting right away. You know, everybody in the world now after COVID don't have patience, you know, but this is what it is. But we have to keep finding a way, right? We have to keep finding a way to build our fan base. We cannot let MMA take over boxing. Boxing is the toughest sport in the world. However, look, I got a loss in my record, for crying out loud. 19-1, 13 knockouts, and I'm back on top. And everyone is talking about Teofimo. So a loss on your record doesn't matter. It's how you conduct it and how you respond to it that matters. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all times, not just time, all times, had what, 4 to 6 losses in his record? But he's known for more than that. He's more bigger than boxing than anything. I mean, we got photos and murals and paintings of Muhammad Ali here right now. You know what I'm saying? So for all those young fighters right now, man, a loss didn't stop me. That's why we had the amateurs. We get comfortable. We get understanding what the loss is. The loss is just a lesson. And that's where we're at now.
Do you see yourself this year facing any facing Devin Haney or Tank, Shakur? Do you see yourself facing any of them this year?
You know what I see myself doing this year? I see me revisioning and I guess rebuilding boxing. You know what I'm saying? Now, is it with those guys? Those are up to them, you know? They have a crew. They have people that they got to hear from because of their own choice. And for me, I don't. I really don't. You know, I actually am my own guy. Look, like we're going to sell my whole merchandise by myself. Take over outside of the Top Rank and ESPN. Takeover Promotions is going to be selling their own merch that night. And we have so many great ideas that I've been coming up with because I'm an entrepreneur. I'm creative. You got to be creative. Boxing, you know why I love boxing, Michelle? Is because boxing is universal. You could do anything to boxing, and it really doesn't look bad, other than a transgender situation. But other than that, it doesn't look bad. And that's where I'm at now. And boxing opens more doors for you than any other sport in the world. And everyone knows this.
Being world champion, do you plan to take your belt to any of the other countries and defend there?
If it presents itself and it makes sense, will I defend my belts in all those other countries? That's up to America. You know what I'm saying? That's up to USA because they got a thing with me. They even changed my flag. I'm American first, then Honduran. However, because of the situation of me, whatever the case would be, they decided to take the American dream, Haney, and run with it. Now they got me as an Honduran fighter. I'm not upset about that, to be real. I mean, I could change it to Spain, this fight. You know what I'm saying? But it's the principle. It's the principle. I'm the Buffalo Soldier. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to actually stand on something and not bend for nobody or not take anything up the you know what. So it's just like I was born in the wrong era, but maybe I was born at the right time because a lot of things need to change because I'm here to help. I'm here to help you younger kids that are watching this right now. I'm here to help you guys actually have a better and safer road than a lot of these young champions that you probably look up to. There's things that I know that are way darker than what you may see. However, we cannot express that because there's no need to. You know, what we express it is we express it in the ring. And that's the most important part. You know, I care about the kids a lot. I do. I mean, I have my son. He's 2 years old, you know, and me having that connection with him while I was retired, I mean, wow. You know what I'm saying? And to see other parents or see any other person out there, like, take advantage of that, man, may God forgive you because that's like the worst sin, honestly. That's a really crucial sin.
Your son, my microphone was hanging like this, right, like upside down, and he looks at it, and then it's like he's looking, and he goes, And he starts hitting. He thinks it's like a speed bag, and I was dying. I was like, oh my God, he thinks it's a speed bag.
He's incredible, honestly. I mean,
He loves it, though. So you're literally looking at a potential boxer one day.
He could do anything
Do
he
you
wants.
hope that he is?
No,
Really?
no.
I mean, he looks like he's enjoying it a little too much. So I would say he has it in the blood. So
No, of course he has it in the blood. He's a Teofimo. He's the 5th. So with that being said, I want him just to express and learn how to defend himself. Boxing is great for any kid out there to defend yourself, self-defense for the women out there, for the men out there, and for all the people that are having a human experience. Boxing is the best place to actually learn how to defend yourself. And I'll teach my son that. And if he does want to take it to the next level, that's just why I'm back, to make sure my son won't be tainted at all. Or at least I could try my best. But once he's of age, that's up to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can only do my part. And in God's eyes, may I do the best part that I can while I'm still here.
something that just kind of popped into my head that I want to ask before I forget. There's rumors that George Kambosos Jr. is going to be facing Lomachenko.
In April, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's official yet. I don't think it's official yet.
Man, I heard that before my fight with Taylor. I get a lot of snips way before everybody because
Who do you think wins that fight?
Lomachenko. Lomachenko. I think even Kambosos knows that, you know, he'll say all he wants to say, but it's just to get his money. He lives in Australia, so he doesn't even have to travel and give the U.S. 40%. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be back at his home. So it's just to collect money, you know, and it's okay. Go ahead. Do what you got to do. You know, you're welcome.
Yeah, because there was rumors at one point that Lomachenko was considering retiring.
I just got to tell Kambosos one thing. I cannot see you anywhere because you don't stop talking about my father, bro. You beat me, right? Take the fucking win. Stop talking about it. For someone that beat me, why are you still mentioning me? You know what I'm saying? We tried to make a rematch. Your team said no. So just focus on your fight with Kambosos, because if I see you, I can't see him, because you don't call my father a cokehead when he doesn't do coke. You don't lie to the public out there. That's real personal, bro. We already won. Like, you beat me, cool, bro. Like, I don't even talk bad about your father, for crying out loud. I don't even talk about y'all, man. Like, that's different, man. I got a whole bunch of people from every corner that could do something, and I don't do it. You know why? Because it's not of me. That's not my power. That's not my power. But, bro, all I gotta tell you, man, it's either you shut up about this, because you're not gonna fight me in the ring, or we're going to fight it in the backyard or something, because I can't, bro. You don't talk about my father, man. You got to stop that. I just got to say that, man. I got a kid. You got a kid. You're much older than me, so act your age, bro. Just giving the man a fair warning before things really go sideways, and I don't want to take it there. You know what I'm saying? I got a kid, you know? And look, even Arnold Barboza, oh, my gosh, I wanted to, but I grabbed my toothpick and I just walked away, because I lose more than all these other guys. You know what I mean? It's like they're waiting for me to get a mugshot. I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna plead no deal. I promise you that. I'm the biggest pussy in the boxing world. I promise you. I'm the biggest pussy. Make it like that. I'm the biggest bitch out there. I ain't gonna fight none of y'all unless it's in the ring. Just fair and square. However, Kambosos, that's on your choice, my man. That's your choice. You keep talking about my father, that's your choice.
Would you face Kambosos again, even if he does not have a title, just for the sake of avenging the loss? Or are you beyond that at that point?
Well, Michelle, I already mentioned it. We did. We tried to make a fight happen.
But you have a title now. Did you try to make it happen while you had the title?
Yes, yes. Kambosos, Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. Not even Rolly, because his performance, honestly, I think he lost. So, but all these other fighters, Crawford, he's in the mix of a contract. While I was retired, I told everybody. I told Brad Gurman, Bruce Trampler from Top Rank, the greatest matchmakers in boxing history. I told Bob Arum, they went to go look for it. Told my manager, David McWhorter, they went to go look for it. Nobody took it. What do you guys want me to do? You know what I'm saying? And I know they can't take it because, you know, the people that are investing on them need to make their money first before they send them over here to finish the job, you know, and that's what they say. Boxing is a business. And is it annoying? Yeah, because boxing is a business, maybe in the sense of outside. However, we as fighters conduct it in the ring. At least that's what I grew up seeing, from Tuesday night fights to Friday night fights. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how throwback I go to.
Right.
And it's interesting now how it's changed, you know, and you know, everybody acts tough on the screen, but you know, it's different when they see me in person. You know, oh, that's another thing. Speaking of Eddie Hearn, listen, to everybody out there in the boxing world and to all the casual fans listening to this right now, Eddie Hearn is a fluke and a liar and lying to you guys. It's competition, so listen to me. If I was under Matchroom, it would be a whole different story, but we're right here with Top Rank. So, the thing that he said about me saying I can't sell out arenas and stuff, you know, not only did we sell out, me and Josh Taylor, for the theater in Madison Square Garden, you know what else we did? That was great? We hit the highest gross in boxing history presenting in the theater at Madison Square Garden. So we're talking about Lomachenko and Rigondeaux. We outbidded them. We hit the highest gross. We're talking about Sergio Martinez and Miguel Cotto, that was his home. We beat them. So you're telling me, someone that can't sell tickets and all these other extra stuff, we hit the highest gross in history for boxing? I know you're mad, and that's why you got Edgar Berlanga trying to get that back. And it's not going to work, my man. And Edgar, I like you. I do. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about you. You're a great champion. You're a great fighter. And I pray that you get your opportunity to fight Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking bad about Edgar Berlanga. He's a monster. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to show everybody this year. However, I just got to defend mine. And I hope you understand, from a New Yorker to a New Yorker, Brooklyn to Brooklyn, however it go, I'm not here to press nobody. I just want to state my case. That's it. I got to defend mine, because right now what they're trying to do is scratch everything that I worked so hard for. Blood, sweat, and tears. Why can they not take away the Sugar Ray Robinson Award from me? 2020 Fighter of the Year. Why can't they? Because it's in the freaking books. It's in the history books. I'm with Aaron Pryor. I'm with Muhammad Ali. I'm with Mike Tyson. I'm with all these great legends that you guys looked up to. And I did it at 23 years old. 23. And I look forward to doing it this year at 26, 27. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy. This is the times that I needed. I needed that time to be away from this sport, because I found something bigger than that, and I found me. And it feels so much greater. You know what I'm saying? I just want to, you know, I don't want to, like, I know everybody's going to die. We all going to die, but it's what we leave behind that matters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for me, I'm going to leave a lot behind before I go. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave a lot, because I follow something much greater than anything that's here in this world, even the underworld. And, you know, I've come to a good conclusion now. It's what I do with it, right? And I'm going to take care of it. And then when that next champion that's coming up in those ranks, and I see him or her, I'm going to give them the torch. And I'm going to show them the way. And at the same time, I'm going to lead them to a better understanding that I didn't understand when I was younger. You know, I really want to take care of my mental more than ever, because that's my power.
Well, it is good to see you back. It's good to see. I mean, I think what was so great was what we witnessed, you know, at the theater against Josh Taylor.
I mean,
a lot of people...
You know, who does the foreman and then catches their jab, hits it up, and then beam? I mean, I do it so quick and so easy. You know, we fixed, and that's why I never left my coach, Teofimo Lopez Sr., and 2020 Trainer of the Year. I ain't never leaving, because I knew that it was just something that we couldn't connect on in the times of being. But then 2 weeks prior to my fight with Josh Taylor, we figured the problem out. And that's why you guys saw the version that everybody's been missing of Teofimo. And I can't wait to show it more against Jamaine Ortiz. He's a strong fighter. He faced Lomachenko, gave Lomachenko a run for his money. You know, after Loma came back from defending his country of Ukraine. You know, so I know who Jamaine Ortiz is, and I know he wants to come and take everything I worked so hard for. And so does all these other guys. But do they really want to? You know what I'm saying? Is it really that you want my Ring magazine? Is it really that you want to be the #1? Or is it really because you want to be famous? That part, that's up to them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, before we go, I have to ask, what your opinion is of these potential matchups, and just tell me who you think wins.
Yes.
Obviously, you already said like if Garcia and Raleigh were to fight, who wins?
I would say Ryan Garcia. I think that he needed that boost of confidence. He won. He fought a tough fighter, and I think that it was probably leaning that way already without us probably knowing. And I think that he'll show something different. He's with Derek James. Don't do the shoulder roll, Ryan. I'll just say that. Don't do it. Just stick to what you know. Don't add anything different. Just stick to what you know and watch Rolly's left hooks and elbows. That's all I can say.
Now, what if Devin Haney was to fight Ryan Garcia? Who wins that one?
Well, they both are familiar foes. They're probably not even going to knock each other out. They'll just probably, spar and make their money. So I can't I would like Haney to win just so we could finally fight. You know what I'm saying? But that's up to Haney. He made me laugh. He was like, I had found his number and I texted him. Oh, he changed his number after I texted him. And
Did he really?
Yeah. Nobody
Either that or he blocked you.
No, he ain't blocked me. He changed his number. Trust, he changed his number. It's because nobody really don't want to bump with Teofimo.
What do you think of Devin Haney potentially moving to 147? I know that Bill actually mentioned that they want Conor Benn. Well, I heard that they want to fight Conor Benn.
They're going to fight Mario Barrios.
Okay.
Yeah, they ain't fighting no Conor Benn. Stop that lying. Stop that cap. Stop that. CAP, cap. Just stop it, man. Y'all be trying, man. Don't. Just don't. I'm not even going to get to it. I just got to focus on my fight. Jamaine Ortiz, February 8th. You guys got to tune in. That's the biggest fight of this year, starting it off. And Super Bowl week, on a Thursday. Michelob Ultra Arena. You guys don't want to miss it. Mandalay Bay. We're going to have the NFL experience that whole week. So you guys should come early. You know what I'm saying? Come to the press conference. We're going to have a great time. I'm going to be doing giveaways.
All right, Teo, well, thank you for your time. I think you might have given me about 45 minutes, so I appreciate that.
45? Let's make it to 51 cuz that's where we go.
But thank you.
Well,
appreciate
what's the other fights? I know that we got Anthony Joshua and we got Ngannou. We got Francis.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a great matchup. I think that it's going to show something different. Anthony Joshua has a lot of pressure on his hands because a lot of people feel like Ngannou beat Fury. I think that Ngannou did enough to beat Fury, and that's not to hate nobody. That's just what I see it as. Ngannou's an awkward fighter, but he shows that he wants to fight the best. And it's good that Anthony Joshua stood up to that plate. So it's good to see these type of magnitude fights happen, And how do you say it? Riyadh? Riyadh. Excuse me. To the Prince. Riyadh. Riyadh season. So that's amazing. It's great to see the heavyweights come into collisions and fight. I'm excited for this year. And just to see those guys, I think Ngannou is probably going to do some damage. But I like Anthony Joshua because he has still fundamentals. This is a great matchup.
Did you see Anthony Joshua's last performance against Otto Wallen?
Yeah. So he did stop him, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I ain't see that shit. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna BS it, man. I ain't see that stuff, man.
No, he did. But no, he had a really great performance against Ottawa.
It was supposed to be him and Wilder, but Wilder lost to Joe Parker, man. Shout out to Joe Parker, man. What a tough competitor. Heck yeah, because you know what, Deontay Wilder, man. No matter what.
So I take it you didn't see that fight either.
You know what I saw? My son playing with his toys in his playroom, and I was sitting there just enjoying that quality time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I saw. The other stuff that I see is just nonsense. If it's not about Teofimo, I don't want to hear it. Okay. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, well then lastly, this will be the final one, because I know we have people waiting on us.
We got to make it at 51. We got to do it at 51.
This weekend, we have Artur Beterbiev versus Callum Smith.
Woo! Yo, Beterbiev. Oh, my gosh. That's a scary man.
I know.
I even know. Nah, I wouldn't even step to it. He's a scary dude, man. It's just his whole forearms, everything is just so solid and strong. His training workout ethics is remarkable. It's like, it's not even human. So, I look forward to seeing that fight, honestly. I'm thinking about going to Quebec just to promote my fight and at the same time see how better he has gotten. The last time I seen him live was in Philadelphia, and Tyson Fury was there as well. And that was what, like 2018? 2018, 2019. It was a while back.
Well, I do know that the winner of that. Well, first of all, what's your prediction on that? Do you have?
Oh, Beterbiev.
Okay. Well, the winner of that fight will obviously go on to face Bivol. We finally were able to get. I don't know how it happened, but
I'll still go with
Mauricio Sulaiman is now going to allow the fight to be sanctioned with Bivol, because obviously, remember, because he's Russian,
Yes.
they weren't able to sanction that fight for the Undisputed, but I guess they will be able to in Saudi Arabia. So that's supposedly what's supposed to go down.
That's very good, actually. Very nice. That's very good. We're going to have another Undisputed champion this year.
Yep.
Good job for everybody. Good job for Mauricio Sulaiman making that happen. Good job, man. Saludos a Mauricio Sulaiman and WBC. Hey, my blood is always green and my heart is gold, so let's keep it going.
All right, Tio. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I think we're there. I think we're 51 minutes.
We're at the 51?
Ish, somewhere around there.
Me and Taylor, we hit 51,000. We hit 5,151, 51. So
Okay.
we just had to finish it with that. Okay, shout out to my sponsors, Essentia. I appreciate you guys. The best water, overachieving H2O, as they always do. I'm so happy about that. Thank you to Bud Light. I got to get my ice cold Bud Light. You know what I'm saying? After this fight, so we're very excited.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you back in the ring in February. And any final words? Anything else you'd like to say before we sign off?
Okay, to all my people out there, man, don't miss this fight. You guys do not want to miss this fight. We have so many more tricks up our sleeves, so many things that I want to give out to the fans. You guys need it. I know you guys miss some kind of showmanship, and that's what we're here to do, So you guys don't want to miss this fight February 8th on a Thursday. Hey, come to Vegas. Anybody in the West Coast, come out here. And everybody to the East Coast, all my people out there, come over here to support Teofimo Lopez, the face of boxing, but underground.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Tio. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye, fans.
Peace.
We need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.